Here we have the current stock market update for Super Micro Computer Incorporated, stock ticker SMCI. Before we begin with today's chart analysis, if you find these educational materials to be helpful in your trading, please remember to click the like and subscribe buttons and leave your thoughts in the comment section below so that other traders can find this information more easily on the platform. So what we're looking at here is the hourly time frame, the 1 hour price chart. So each candle on this price chart represents a 1 hour trading period. And as we can see here, we're starting to move into these upper levels. This is largely as expected. In the prior video, I was sort of giving a more bullish outlook for the stock as long as certain price levels held. And for the most part, we are starting to see that this 4410 support level is sort of maintaining itself here. There's really a lot going on here. We've got double bottom support zone. We've got several moving averages that are coming into contact with this area. And then just below there, we also have a longer term uptrend line that does suggest that, a series of higher lows has been developed for this stock. In addition to that, if we look at the indicator reading, there's a bit of a conflicting condition that's going on at the moment, and the indicator reading itself is really at an inflection point here. And I think that this is sort of matching up pretty well with the overall share price action as well. Because what we're seeing here, this is definitely more bullish than it is bearish. However, this is really kind of a symmetrical triangle pattern that's starting to unfold here, and the stock is going to need to make a decision here relatively soon. We're either going to need to break through this downtrend momentum condition here, or we're going to need to break through that bullish condition. If I had to make a guess, I mean, we don't really like to do that, but if I would like to say, before the end of the trading session, because I'm sort of making this earlier in the trading session here, but, I don't really like to make a guess. But if I were to make a guess, I would say that a break to the top side would be more likely because the slope here on this negative trend line is more drastic. This will be easier to break. It's also shorter term in nature. But the problem with this, if we sort of just look back at the chart history again here, the prices, we can see that we're running right back into this resistance zone. So if we did see a failure here, you could start to see share prices move lower here, and then that could be enough to break this uptrend momentum as well. So, we're sort of running right into the apex of this symmetrical triangle. So this is what I mean when I say that the stock really needs to make a decision here, because one way or another, this pattern here is going to break. Will it be in the bullish direction or the bearish direction? And when we know that information, we will then have the dominant momentum direction that is currently governing and influencing share prices. So, we're not quite there yet. I don't know how constructive it is to really make guesses. I mean, it's better to just wait for the signal. But this is really what I would be watching here going forward. Within the price structure itself, we can see here that we're sort of running right into the top of this longer term range. This is, something that's been going on here for a while. And, again, I mean, if I had to make a guess, I would say that the most likely break here is to the top side. There's just been a lot of upward pressure that's being placed on the top of this trading range. And eventually, if you see enough tests, eventually that type of level starts to break. It would be similar to, if you're trying to break a door down, you got a battering ram and you're trying to break a door down. If you sort of hit the door enough, eventually that thing is going to come down. So we're sort of seeing that develop here in share prices. I mean, we've got several tests here. There are some failures here, and we did see share prices move into these 3730 lows. But since then, we have started to see an ascending triangle pattern type formation to start forming here, higher lows, and the share price itself just continues to put pressure on this, $48 to $50 level. So, again, if I had to make a guess, I would say that the most likely scenario here is an upside break. Because we also had sort of a symmetrical triangle within a symmetrical triangle. I think I pointed that out in the prior video. So, the balance of the evidence here is still bullish. I mean, that doesn't mean that we can't see a price failure here. If the market sort of gives up and then we sort of start to see share prices falling here, the real level that I would be watching does come in right at this 4410 level, because as we can see here, any downside movement is probably going to fall through that double bottom support zone and through this trend line as well. We wouldn't have any exponential moving average support at that point. So there would be several bearish signals that would be unfolding at the same time if we did see another failure here. And if we did see another failure here, it would also strengthen this 48.50 to $50 level as being especially strong resistance. So as I said, I don't really expect that to happen. I would my feeling on this is that we're probably more likely to see share prices move to the top side. But there are several different pieces of information here that need to be watched because this is what will really give us the best indication of what type of trend is likely to be expected here going forward. So, an upside break here of $50 would be fairly significant. We have seen a couple of instances here where the stock has already managed to break above there. But if we see a more convincing break, hopefully an hourly close, because we really haven't even seen that yet. This initial red candle here closed down here. I mean, it's a red candle, so the bottom of the body is the price close. So none of these candles here, we did see breaches of this area, but none of these actually closed above even the 48.50 level, let alone the $50 level. So, ideally what you would like to see here at the very least would be an hourly close in this area above this trend, above this sort of range resistance line. And then ideally, if you could see a break above $50 and then some sort of a daily close above there, that would sort of be the ultimate bullish outcome. So, from there, the upside is looking at, roughly 54.70 would be the top of that prior price gap that had formed for this name. This was some time ago, so I don't have a lot of confidence that this necessarily needs to be filled to the top side. I think that a lot of these orders that were here previously might have already been, either closed manually or closed automatically, because this did occur. This would be the end of August, so this is more than 1 month at this point. So even a monthly order, an order with a monthly expiration, still would have closed by now. So it's possible that you don't necessarily see a price gap filled in this case. But I would still say that a break above 50 would be especially bullish, and that would be even more true if we do see share prices close above that level on a daily basis. So here's the current stock market update for Super Microcomputer, stock ticker SMCI. Our high value trading strategies membership is currently available for a limited time for only $9.99 per month. These high conviction investment strategies are characterized by superior risk to reward metrics that target massive market beating returns over time. Join now to outperform the market. Lock in this special introductory rate of just $9.99 per month for the entire lifetime of your membership and start trading stocks with the pros.